Hi traders, this is Chris here, your trading mentor at thetradingmentors.com. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. This is the weekly forecast, weekly Forex forecast. We'll be covering oil, silver, gold, indices as well, of course, all those. And this is the agenda for the next few minutes. So put your feet up, grab a coffee and enjoy the next 15 minutes or so. So what we're going to be talking about today is the Elliott wave formations. This is something which is extremely useful in calculating your trends and whether you've got a strong trend or a weak trend or a reversal. I'm going to go over that briefly. It's not a coaching session, but I will be including this in the daily analysis, which I do every day for team members. Be covering the news this week, what's going on. We've got the non-farm payroll, which is the big one on Friday afternoon. DXY, risk on, risk off. We probably know what's going on, don't we? You should do. Yen futures, where next? Do we see a continuation of the weak yen? Well, it's questionable. Indices, where now for stocks? Commodities, I'll show you the gold software, the oil software, how it works and how you can profit. Double tops, double bottoms are fantastic ways of getting into a position, and we do the full Forex analysis and coaching along the way. Don't forget, guys, if you want to become a team member, it's just $30 a month. That's it. 14-day free trial. It'd be great to see you on board as one of my team, where we analyze markets every day. All the links are below, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please do. So before we go into the markets, just a brief synopsis of what Elliott wave formations and patterns look like and what you expect from them. So the first impulse is the first wave into the second wave. That should be a number 3, by the way, into the third wave, and then the impulse wave is the fourth wave into the end of the trend, which is a 5 reversal usually. So what we're looking for in the daily charts, we'll be looking for is a wave 4, which is the impulse, the continuation of that move to the upside, in this case obviously reversed for a sell. And then we're also looking for a wave 5, which is a reversal usually. So if you're in a wave 4, for instance, and you see a wave 5 heading opening, then of course you don't want to be in it, then you just bank your money at the end of that. More details on this on the weekly analysis, the daily analysis, which I do every day. So during the weekly Forex forecast, I work off the daily chart, and during the daily video analysis, which I do for team members, I will go into the 4-hour, so we're closer to the market during the week to see what's going on. But in this case, we're looking at the long-term projections for prices, and this is the DXY. We saw that we had a divergence some weeks ago, positive divergence, and the price broke, and we had a buy signal on this point here on a wave 5. So wave 5 is the end of the move. So there's the wave 4. So it's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down to a wave 5 with divergence, highly powerful. So look out for that as you go along. The other thing I've got here is the 50-day moving average. Most professional traders use the 50-day moving average as a leading indicator. We don't use any lagging indicators, so that we can see the direction. And when the price moves above the 50, that indicates strength. Below the 50 indicates weakness. So that's the way it's done. So continued uptrend of the DXY. Probably now it's broken up to 105 as I predicted during the week. It's now going to 107.82. On to yen futures. So what I do, I go into the DXY, yen futures, which we do a lot of VN trading, and then we do the indices, commodities, and then Forex. So if you're new to the YouTube channel, welcome. Hope you're going to enjoy the next few minutes. So the yen futures was in a buying mode back in November, hit a wave 5 and reversed. Of course, we had a sell signal, and the sell signal still in play, and now it's below the 50-day moving average. So we expect prices to rebound somewhat. They could go as deep as 7665. With the retracement of 61.8%, which will be the full retracement, but it may not even get that far. So we'll be analysing this every day. If there's going to be continued weakness, then we expect price to go down to 7008. So on to the indices. This is the Aussie 200. We've done well in this in the last few months. This was a wave 4. This is what I mean by the waves being quite useful in projecting which direction they're going to go next. So on a wave 4, which is the strongest, we want to get into those, and there's a few going on. So we want to get into a wave 4 here. We have a buy signal. Simply hold it until you get a sell signal, then into a wave 5, then you get into a sell signal, and it's still in play. The projected retracement is back up to 73.94. Well, it's going to roll over. So you're going to get a price here. And at this point, you are actually going to sell it into the wave 5. And the projected price for that is 68.66. FTSE 100 into a wave 5. This is what we're looking for, wave 4s and 5s. And a wave 5 indicates a reversal with negative divergence. So the price is going to go down to the bottom. It could go as deep as the 61.8% Fibonacci, but could go as low as this. So let's go in the middle, shall we? 73.90. The Nasdaq currently 11,969, but we've got a lovely wave 4 set up, haven't we? This is really, really good. The important things of the 50-day moving average as a leading indicator, it acts as support as well as the wave 4. So this indicates a probability that the price is going to go higher. And the projected wave 5 could be here, but go for 13,897. The Hang Seng at 19,691. This has done very well in the last few months, as you can see. Got a 1, 2 into a 3. 3 is a retracement. And notice the colours as well. We are colour coordinated in the tradingmentors.com. If you don't know already, green for buy, red for sell. Very easy for beginners as well. But we can see now it's setting up for a wave 4 scenario. The sellers are coming in. What happens with the markets? They're manipulated. So it tries to get the sellers into the market. And as soon as they've got enough sellers, they will buy. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So our target for this week is going to be 25,752. We've got a few Bitcoin fans in our team. So welcome team members, by the way. And here's the Bitcoin scenario. So we're into wave 5. So this is the outlook for Bitcoin back up to 61.8% and then back down to here. So this is, this is a nice head and shoulders pattern as well as a wave 5. So this is typical, and you're going to have to wait for the break of structure here, guys, because you've got a strong trend line here. So once that breaks, then of course you've got a target of the support line 20,501. Onto commodities, silver, $20.75. We can see we had a double top right at the top there. Probably a wave 5 as well. Can't see it because the top is showing there. Probably a wave 5. And now moving down, hit target of $20.89. And the projection is for this price to come up. I don't think it's going to come up far, to be honest, guys. I think this is going to do this into this area and then fall down to about $19.30. So this is gold, currently 18.10. We're expecting further downside on the short term charts. But we can see a little bit something interesting here. It's fallen below the 50-day moving average, which is weak, and continued weakness. Now what has to happen in wave 4? It has to re-establish itself. It's not doing that at the moment, so it's further downside back to about 1802. So 1802 is our short-term target. to about there, which is showing support on the short-term charts. But we can see now there's something interesting going on here, and this really reflects on the DXY and the direction of the DXY. We've got negative divergence, even though it's continue up, so it probably will go up a little bit more, but at some stage it's going to give way. So this will coincide with gold going back up to wave into a wave 4, heading for a wave 5, but that may take some time. I don't think it's going to happen this week, to be fair, with non-farm payroll, but target for this week 1802, maybe beyond. On to the US Canadian. Everything else is looking a little bit mixed, so we're not looking at those. We'll look at those on Monday and every day during the daily video analysis session. So US Canadian double bottom, fantastic setup, and no Elliott wave to talk about, but nonetheless a break, and the target here is 136.90. Congratulations if you sold the Kiwi, New Zealand US dollar, a nice double top here. Double tops are fantastic reversals, and then you had a sell signal here, continues down, and the target for this week is automatically given for you 0.5850. On to the yens now. The interesting thing about the yens, even though the yen futures was moving down, yens weren't really doing much at all, which is really strange. But nonetheless, we've got a nice double bottom here on the New Zealand yen. So this is a possible breakout to the upside if the yens continue to be weak. But we need to see the price move out of this area here, which is congestion and consolidation. And then once it breaks, it's going to move up to this area, which is 88.32. Call it 88 between friends. If we get a collapse of the yen next week, we'll be in it. This will not hold us back in terms of non-farm payroll and anything else, because very rarely do they get affected by that. That's the US dollar. So this is the Canadian yen. This is looking fantastic. So we've got a wave 4 scenario going on after a double top. So this is now completed. Now above the 50-day moving average. You can see there is a resistance line there, but it's very, very close, guys. So on Monday, get ready for this one. This is red hot. You've got to put a marker there. And once this breaks to the higher high, break of structure, guys, then we will be long. The wave 4 is projecting a price up there of 113.50. Euro yen is looking red hot as well. There's a little bit of resistance going on here, as you can see, but we've got a nice double bottom and a continuation above the 50-day moving average. So we're going to achieve higher highs on Monday. Highly likely, guys, so get ready for this. I'll be up 6 a.m. Monday morning if you're in my trading team. 143.92 is the current price. Target is 148.30. We spoke about this one in the daily video analysis, and there's a little bit of conflict here with the pound yen, but we do have breaker structure. We do have the price above the 50-day moving average, and so therefore the probabilities of this going higher are very high. The congestion or consolidation at the moment on the daily chart is a little bit concerning, but nonetheless, any break of this previous high at 163.12, then you're likely to see the price move up to 167. Aussie Canadian week. I know some of you have sold this. Congratulations. So there was a sell signal here after a wave 5 and a break of the trend line as well. Now it's broken the 50-day moving average, so it's likely to be continuation. It's predicting a little bit of a pullback. Not convinced of that. But I think the price will head for 0.8920. During the week, we had positive divergence on the Euro Aussie, as posted in the VIP room for the team members, And we have now a break of structure and confirmation and a buy signal on the lower time frame. So this is highly likely to continue upwards. Might take a while to get there, but hey, we've got time. And the target for this week is the previous high on the wave 5 at 159.80. Euro Canadian isn't looking healthy at all. We've got a wave 4, which is the impulse, up to a wave 5, which is the end of the trend. We've got a double top at a wave 5 showing weakness. We've got a pullback up to the resistance area, guys. So this is looking very weak, and so therefore our target is going to be the extension to 138. Onto the pound Canadian. Sterling's a little bit strong at the moment, so there's some buyers coming into sterling. Not quite ready on this chart yet, but nonetheless it's into a wave 4 now, which is an impulse trade to the upside in terms of the trend. The wave 3, remember, is a retracement, pullback, correction, whatever you want to call it, and now the projected price is likely to go higher. So we wait a buy signal, and the target for this week, I'm going to go small here, and this may get adjusted during the week. If you're into my daily video analysis, this may change. If you have a look at the projections, they are massive. So this indicates that there's probably going to be a big move in the next few weeks. Certainly not this week, but certainly in the next coming weeks. Target 17000. Let's go to the pound New Zealand. This is an interesting chart as well. There's no wave formation. The wave formation on the Elliott wave is automatically drawn when it's ready. And so, but we do have a double bottom, which is indicates of a reversal. We do have the price moved above the 50-day moving average now, which indicates strength. But there's a couple of things we need to happen before we go along. We need to wait for a buy signal. Now the buy signal automatically generated. But what it does, it measures higher highs and increase in volume. All right. So once we get the increase in volume and higher highs, you'll get a buy signal probably Monday or Tuesday. And as long as it breaks 194.18 and above and stays above it, then that is going to target 20400. Before I go, I just want to go over the oil software with you. Just for people who bought it, congratulations for making that commitment and welcome to the team. But also for people who are thinking about it, I just want to explain how it works. But here is how it works, guys. It's based upon break of structure. So break of structure is when the price achieves lower lows or higher highs. And it's easy to see because when we get break of structure, everything goes red. And you're looking for sells. So this is a 30-minute chart, very slow, but you've got 1, 2, 3 opportunities there to get in. So red means sell. And in this move here alone, that is worth 200 pips. So when this is only designed for day trading or scalping, it's not designed for position trading. So you day traders out there, if you want to have a lot of fun with oil, this is the way to do it. So we have a green buy zone. It goes green and a buy signal. It goes up. I don't know how many pips that is. It's probably another 200. That move there on Friday was about 158 pips down to the target of $74. And now it's gone up again. In the medium term, on Monday, we're waiting for a big sell-off of oil. So probably down to about $72. We'll be doing that on the daily analysis for guys in the team. And we have the predicted software, which predicts where the price is going. So not only does it, you get the clear confirmation in terms of colors and the buy signals, you also get predictive software telling you where it is going. So if you want to get on board, then just press the link click the link in the description where you can join me immediately and we can start trading together as a team on Monday. Have a great weekend.